The woman suddenly noticed that the monster on TV was scratching its head, just like women usually do, and she thought it was just a coincidence. But later that night, she noticed the monster throwing something, just like she usually throws her phone. She began to doubt whether she could control the monster. Just a few days ago, a monster suddenly appeared in Seoul. It was enormous, wantonly destroying everything it could. But a few minutes later, he suddenly disappeared. The woman carefully reviewed all the videos featuring the monster and discovered a pattern. Whenever she visited a certain spot in the park at 7:30 a.m. each day, the monster would appear in Seoul at the same time. To verify her hypothesis, she called some friends to the park. When they turned on the live broadcast of the monster, they saw that the monster was actually mimicking the woman's movements. They were all shocked, and no one could speak. North Korean troops fired missiles at the monster, and the woman felt the pain. So she waves her fist in anger and accidentally shoots down a helicopter. The woman found out that she had killed a pilot and she panicked and wanted to leave. But she slipped and fell to the ground and lost consciousness. When she woke up again, she was told that the monster had hurt many people and destroyed many buildings. But Mike told her a new news that a big robot appeared in Seoul again. Mike believed it was him because he was the only one who entered that area. To express her apology, the woman returned to the area and wrote sorry in Korean on the ground. This made people think differently about the monsters, and they began to believe that the monsters had no malicious intent. From that day on, the woman never went to the park again. But one day, when Mike learned that the woman he had been secretly in love with for a long time was out on a date with another man, he returned to the park in jealousy. The woman angrily demanded that Mike leave, but he insisted on making a scene. In a fit of rage, the woman slapped Mike. To the people of Seoul, it looked like the monster was protecting humanity. For a moment, the monster became a symbol of justice, and people even created parody videos about it. That night, when the woman returned home, she was shocked. Mike had entered her home without permission. He had been secretly in love with the woman for a long time, and just as Mike was confessing his love to her, the woman suddenly realized the terrifying extent of Mike's control. When they were children, she and Mike were taking a walk with their artwork when a gust of wind blew her work away. Mike promised to retrieve it intact, but he angrily crushed it. The girl saw all this, and at that moment, a bolt of lightning struck them. The girl had created a monster, and Mike had created a robot. It seemed that the lightning had given them superpowers. The woman ruthlessly exposed Mike's disguise, and Mike, enraged, ran to the park. He wanted to take revenge on the woman by destroying the city. The woman bravely stood up to Mike, but she was no match for him. After just a few blows, he knocked her to the ground. She lay on the ground, helplessly watching Mike trample around. Before leaving, he threatened to completely destroy the city if she left his sight. The kind woman lay on the ground in despair. At night, she returned home in despair, but she suddenly thought of a way to save the world, and she quickly booked a flight to Seoul. Sure enough, when Mike saw that the woman was not at home, he rushed to the park to vent his anger. The Iron Giant appeared in downtown Seoul and began to destroy the city. Just as Mike raised his foot to step on someone, the ground around him suddenly began to shake. Before he could react, the monster that was supposed to be in Seoul suddenly appeared in front of him. Is there a horribly controlling person in your life?